You read right. You do not want magnesium in your body. You need magnesium in your body. I'll let you know why. Okay. Well, welcome to everybody that's visiting for the first time to this channel. Welcome, 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 welcome. I'm excited to have you. People who are just passing through, first timers here, old timers, you're all welcome to the channel. In this channel, I share things that benefit your body, mind, and spirit. And I'm excited to share this important element of magnesium. And I'm sure you're ready. I'm ready. I got my water here. Get yourself cozied up and let's get started. Okay, so I have my notes down here because I don't want to mislead you in any way. So yeah, I want to give you the right info as I did my research. Okay, I've personally used magnesium in different ways, and so it worked. And I wanted to also share this knowledge with my people, and that's why I'm sharing this with you today. Okay, so when you hear magnesium, what do you think? What comes into your mind? Magnesium. We're going to learn all about magnesium today, and we'll find out if we need this in our bodies or not. Okay, very important element that we need in this body. It's a mineral. Okay, so magnesium is involved in over 300 enzymatic processes in our body. And someone would ask, what's that enzymatic processes? Our body is full of different kinds of enzymes that do different things in our bodies that keeps this body moving and doing what it's supposed to do. And I always return it back to God because He created this body, engineered it. It has the right pipings. Everything is in there that you need in the body. Now these minerals, it's because we need these minerals because now our food, okay, is now depleted. Our soil is depleted from all these wonderful nutrients and minerals and vitamins, and that's why sometimes a supplement is required. So before I continue, just so you know, I'm not a doctor, not a nurse, I'm not a medical professional. It's just something that I've used and then also have done my research and learned how people have used it in different ways and it helped them. And that's what I'm bringing to you. So before you try anything out, check with your healthcare professional. Make sure you're okay with it. Done your research first before you start using it. All right. So on that note, let's get started. Earlier on, I said magnesium is involved in over 300. Depending on what research you check out, it's 300 or more, okay, of enzymatic processes that happens in the body that magnesium is involved in. Some of them are getting water into your cells. So when you drink, you know how some people will drink water and once they are done, they run to the washroom, like water just makes them run straight to the washroom. That's just because you need a carrier to actually get the water into the cell. Okay, and that's a salt. And magnesium is one of the compounds like the magnesium chloride that gets into the body. But we'll get there. I don't want to rush too much. Also, it's also involved in energy production. So before your body creates ATP, which is the energy molecule in our body that we use to it helps us to do everything that our body does: move, talk, dance. um Magnesium is involved in that process, okay, to create that energy. So it's important there. Also, it's good for muscle function. Any part of your body that has muscle needs magnesium because it helps with muscles and all that, muscle contractions and all that. So that enzymatic process needs magnesium. And also nervous system function. It also regulates your mood because it works on your nervous system, right? So it also regulates your mood. And so also DNA and RNA synthesis. Magnesium is there too. Wow. It's involved in your heart function, your heart health, excuse me, and also a regulation of your blood sugar. Oh wow. And then also antioxidant defense. So it helps activate the antioxidant enzymes in your body, such as your superoxide dismutase. It's called SOD. Okay, so when you can check out on that, your magnesium helps this enzyme to do its work. Okay, and it helps in digestive health. So if you've taken magnesium before orally, you will know that sometimes you realize that your stools are softer, and if you overtake it, actually you will find that you have you know bowel upset, and then you have diarrhea. Like it softens your stool, so diarrhea. So people use milk of magnesia, like when they are constipated, all those things. It has magnesium in it, and that's why it works the way it does. So today I'm going to talk about another way of taking magnesium, not the oral way, because some people have digestive upset when they take magnesium orally. Okay, so we're going to try magnesium in a different way, and so that brings me to the topic. It's magnesium oil. Okay, people usually don't want to make it, they like to buy them, and they are readily available on the market. You can find it in the health food store, or you can make your own. And so today, after sharing all the goodies about magnesium and magnesium chloride, we'll go into the kitchen and make our own magnesium oil, and you'll see how simple it is. Okay, you can add your different additives to it to make it your own, but yeah, it's pretty easy recipe, but we'll go do it together. Now, let's talk about some symptoms of magnesium deficiency. Okay, so fatigue, muscle spasms, and cramps. I started using magnesium because I started last year, I started going for walks. As some of you know, I wasn't working. So then I put walking into my routine, daily routine. And I noticed that I'll come back home and I've got really sore muscles, my legs and all that. And then I started cramping, right? Like my calves. And so that's what got me interested in checking out, what's going on. Okay. So I found out that magnesium actually helps with muscle cramps. So yeah, when you're having muscle cramps, it's not all, but most of the time, um, magnesium deficiency is there. Okay. Numbness, some people, it might show in numbness in some people, loss of appetite, nausea, vomiting, weakness, migraines. So you'll see that some people they spray the magnesium oil or put, a little bit and put it on their temples and just massage in their temples or forehead. And apparently it helps with migraines. So try it. I mean, it's a natural way, so you have nothing to lose anyways, right? If you try it and it doesn't work for you, nothing to lose. It's all natural. So, and then also some people show it through, they have convulsions. So that's some of the symptoms of magnesium deficiency, and then the main one is the muscle cramping and stuff. So if you're having muscle aches and muscle cramping, give it a try and thank me later. Okay. So I am a firm believer in getting your nutrition from your food. But lately with the depletion of nutrients in our soils and stuff, it affects our foods too. So you might be eating all sorts of great stuff, but probably nutrient it's not nutrient dense. Okay, and that's why people supplement with magnesium. Okay, and so first of all, if you remember, your parents or your grandparents, your caretakers were advising you to eat your leafy greens, eat your vegetables. Well, chlorophyll and hemoglobin have something in very, very much in common, okay? And that's their structure. So chlorophyll is responsible for the color of leaves, okay, the leafy greens that you see. And then hemoglobin is responsible for the color of our blood, human blood, okay? The difference between them, the structure, if you look at their chemical structure, they look very, very, very much alike. The difference is what's in their centers. Hemoglobin has iron, and then chlorophyll, mouthful, has magnesium. Okay, and so when you lack blood, if from where I am from Ghana, our grandparents and our parents will give you leafy, like kontomire. It's a leafy green vegetable. They tell you it's a blood tonic, it will help you gain blood or iron, right? But yeah, they give us these things. We didn't really understand, but when I was doing my research and I saw it, I was like, oh man, your parents, your grandparents, they know what they're talking about. Listen to them. So yeah, I found out that chlorophyll and hemoglobin are similar. They are similar in structure, but of course. And then what they do is magnesium in chlorophyll attracts the sun, right, to help the plants make their food. And in us humans, the Bible says the life of a person is in the blood, right? The hemoglobin has iron, and iron helps. It's in the process also of making our energy, our ATP. It's in there somewhere, so it's needed. So iron grabs oxygen, and oxygen is very important in making energy. Okay, it's a long process. I'm not going to go through that, but I just wanted to give you an idea of the importance of this very important element. Okay, so you can find foods that are rich in magnesium. As I said, find it in food first before you start supplementing. Okay, so leafy green foods, vegetables such as spinach, Swiss chard, contumely, if you know what it is. And yeah, try those leafy greens, eat them, they're good. But yeah, for if you want to supplement, then you can use this. It's transdermal form of magnesium. That magnesium oil is a transdermal form of taking in your magnesium, and it's absorbed into your blood. If you put it on your skin, absorbed in there, and it starts working wherever. Okay, so it doesn't go through your digestive system to cause that upset that people usually have when they take magnesium orally. Okay, you can find it in edamame too, edamame beans. You can find it in whole grains, prickly pears, dairy products, legumes, nuts and seeds, white potatoes. Who knew? Who knew? White potatoes and soy cheese. Okay, so those are the some of the foods that you can find them. And if you want to supplement, this is another way. So we're going to go to the kitchen now and make our own magnesium oil. Okay, excited. Oh, by the way, before we go, can you please comment in the comment section? Let me know how you've used magnesium oil in your personal life, and if magnesium has helped you in any way. I just want to know. Okay, share your experiences. Thank you. Okay, now back. I just wanted to also share the difference between magnesium chloride and then magnesium sulfate, which is Epsom. Okay, so your Epsom salt that you usually use, people normally use it for their baths and stuff. Epsom salt is actually magnesium sulfate, okay? And then the magnesium flakes is magnesium chloride, okay? So I'm using magnesium chloride to make the magnesium oil. And these are the flakes. These are magnesium flakes. And then that's your Epsom salt, okay? So that's your magnesium sulfate, magnesium chloride, magnesium sulfate. That's the difference. You can use them in the same way. You can use the flakes in your bathtub and all that. You can bath in them, like put it in your bath and use it in the same way. I just wanted to show you the difference. Beautiful flakes, eh? I just love them. All right, so let's get started. Okay. Some of the ingredients I personally will add to make my own special additive is to add lavender oil when I'm done with everything, just to give it a little scent. It's calming. Lavender oil is also good for calming. Just as magnesium helps you relax, lavender oil does the same thing. And then I've got some vegetable glycerin that I'm going to put in there because I noticed that when I started spraying the salt magnesium oil on me, I was getting very itchy. So I started mixing it with glycerin and it helps a little because glycerin is a humectant. It draws water, so it didn't dry my skin and it keeps it moisturized. Okay, so usually the recipe is to get 1 to 1. Okay, 1 cup of magnesium chloride flakes to 1 cup of water or whatever you use, like it's equal parts. But for me, as I said, it gets me a little itchy when I put it on. Now it's okay because my body is used to it, but I'm used to this concentration. So I use half a cup of the magnesium flakes, and then I use 1 cup of hot water, a full cup of hot water. Okay. And that's how I make mine. And I'll be adding a spoonful of my, once I get it all dissolved, it dissolves really quickly. Once I get it all dissolved, I'll add my vegetable glycerin, and then lastly I'll add this in the oil in the bottle. Once I pour it, add my lavender in there to give it a scent. Okay, so if you're new to using magnesium oil, initially when you put it on, it's itchy. It's like little ants put on your skin to bite you, like little stings. It's so itchy. Okay, so if you don't want to go through all that, you can just spray it underneath your feet or in your palms, okay? So that you're not itchy. But man, if you spray it on your skin, initially it's itchy. So as you can see, it's almost dissolved. And we'll let this rest, let it cool off because I'm using this bottle to, I've washed it and I'm going to use it for my container, okay, my spray bottle. So I don't want to put the hot water in the plastic bottle. So we'll let it rest and we'll come back and pour it and add the other stuff to it. And yes, we'll be ready to do this. It's so easy, right? Try it and let me know what you think. We'll be right back. We are back. And so it's cooled off now. I'm going to add a tablespoon and a half of my vegetable glycerin into the solution. And it helps me, as I said, it's a humectant. It helps me not itch too much. And also, it moisturizes my skin a little bit. So I love using it. Okay. Add a little bit to it. And we're good. Okay. Now we are ready to pour. And note to self, please do not use this on broken skin. Oh, it burns. If you people use this for body odor and stuff too, okay? So you can spray it in your armpits or wherever you feel like you need it, in between your feet. It helps with all that. But don't spray it if your skin is broken or you just shaved. It burns. Don't do it. All right. So I'm going to use my funnel to help me pour it into our container, and we'll add. Oh, I don't want to make a mess, but it looks like I'll make a lot. Okay. So just I have just a little bit left on the bottom there, but that's fine. And I'm going to add some. Oh, I overfilled this thing here. I'm going to add some, maybe 5-10 drops of my. Oh, before I do that, let's try it because I told you people say it's magnesium oil, right? They call it magnesium oil, and they're wondering why we call it magnesium oil. This is it, okay? It's, I won't call it slimy. It's just it's slippery, okay? And it has no scent, okay? And yeah, it feels like oil. It looks like oil, but it's not. As you saw, I'd never used any oil in this solution, okay? So now I'm going to add my lavender oil into the bottle, okay, to just give it a scent. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I put 10, okay. And as it's like oily, but very soon it will dry and it won't leave any greasiness. So this is how it is on the skin. And yeah, it absorbs, goes into the blood, and it starts working. It's so good for your muscle cramps, you know. Just spray it wherever you want menstrual cramps. Just spray it on your tummy, you know. Initially, when you start using it, it might sting, but as I said, yeah, it's part of the. Some people said if it's stinging initially, it's because your body is low in magnesium, and so your body is uptaking it, and that's what causes the sting. But yeah, I noticed that after a week of using it, it stopped. But yeah, don't dare use it when you just shave. So don't do it. It burns very much. All right, so that's the end of magnesium oil. Okay, and you can use it for so many things. If when you do your research, you notice that it does so many goodies to the human body. And so I hope you've enjoyed this and you come back to the channel for more. Before we go, we're going to do a little dance and I'll say goodbye to you all. Okay, this year is a wonderful year. We're all going to rejoice. See, it's dried, and yeah, it's actually very good for the skin too, apparently. It causes the skin to look fresh. So people have said. Yeah, yeah. no more greasy, and it's dried. Okay, all right, we'll be right back for our ending song and dance. So we're going to dance in a minute here, but have you subscribed yet? If you haven't, please do subscribe right there. It's free. It's less than a minute, and you're done. And you're helping me reach more people with my content. And YouTube algorithm can send it to more people if you're subscribing and if you're commenting or liking. It all adds up. It all helps a small YouTuber like mine grow. Okay, so thank you so much for your support. Thank you for commenting in there. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. All right, we're going to dance now. Okay. One of my favorite songs this year. And can you? Not because of what I did, but they say, yeah, I am free. I have life and I am away. Because they say, I am still here. I have life and I am alive. Because this is the glory of the Lord. I am still here. Not because I know the way, but the hand of the Lord. So, this year, make it a point, okay, to just be joyful. Let the joy of the Lord fill you, because the joy of the Lord is your strength. He's the only one that can give you peace and can fill your heart with joy, okay? Don't focus on the things that you see around. There's so much going on around us right now. Choose not to let them affect you. Keep your eyes focused on the word of God and what he says, and live it out, okay? Don't let anything scare you this year or keep you worried in any way. Keep yourself joyful. Remember, the joy of the Lord is your strength. All right, thank you for visiting. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking, commenting. We'll see you next time, okay, with another. Thank you so much. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.